Michelle Evans here, CEO of RockSolidLove.ca, and today I wanted to share with you. I wanted to talk to you about why I spent so long in the spiritual closet. And if you're practicing in the spiritual closet, know that that's okay. And there's a reason I spent so long there. I first got into energy work and healing for myself. I discovered that there was a lot of stuff from my childhood that I really hadn't worked through. I thought that I had, but somehow it just got buried. And so I was on my own healing journey. And as my gifts expanded and I really embraced them, I practiced in the spiritual closet. It was only really close friends and some family members that knew I was reading cards or that I was doing energy healing. And the reason it was so hard for me to talk about it openly and honestly with anyone is I had a huge fear of judgment. I didn't want people to think that I was crazy or that I was just out there in la la land and making stuff up. I was afraid that they would reject me, that my friends might not understand me or what I was doing. And again, for me, it went back to people thinking that I was crazy. And that's a really scary place to be. So I was pretty protective about me, about what I did, and limited those conversations. The other thing that happened for me is I was afraid of my own power. I had always cringed when people referred to me as a witch, or when I would blow up electronics with a touch and it was referred to as my witchcraft. And it stung. And it hurt at that point because I still thought of the word witch as a bad thing. As I grew and expanded, I remembered my fascination with magic as a child and how freaking cool that is. That's not something to veer away from or be ashamed of. That's awesome. But it is a growth process, and I love the quote by Marianne Williamson that talks about inadequacy not being our biggest fear. Our biggest fear actually being that we're powerful beyond measure. And that's where my passion comes from. That fuels my drive to help other people out of that spiritual closet. As long as we keep ourselves confined as healers, we limit the impact that we can have. And so that's what drives me, is to empower healers with the confidence to step out of that spiritual closet and into the world where you can really make a difference. I just wanted you to know, I know how safe that closet is, but it also limits the reach that you have. So when you're ready to even just crack that closet door and really see the difference that you're here to make, I'd love to be with you every step of the way.